people are imperfect. Like, what are you expecting? You yourself were a freaking dope selling pimp.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This time.
Are you ready to get down?
ladies and gentlemen,
What's up, everybody? I wanted to come on and talk about this little beef that me and Ice-T had the other day on Twitter, where he posted this this Twitter post that him and I had a little back and forth about. So this is what he said. Let me show you. So he says, the United States was founded by men who owned slaves and didn't extend equal rights to women. So we can stop pretending all the documents they wrote are infallible. And I said, so the same country that allowed Ice-T to redeem himself from gang banging and disrespecting women, which really meant being a pimp, to become a multimillionaire star, can't move beyond its past too. So someone was like commenting this chick, and he said, I can't reply to every dumb F on this app. I'm gonna allow Quisha to stay stupid, because they were saying that I said that America has allowed him to do that, which is true. So when I say allow, I mean this country has documents that make way for, allow, provide, whatever term you want to use, for this man to be successful in this country despite his unfavorable past. I think that's a good thing. As a Christian woman, my faith literally involves forgiveness, second chances, third chances. You know, God tells us to forgive all the time. And so what I'm saying to him, it's so funny that these celebrities are so stuck in what they believe. They cannot see the gratitude that the lack of gratitude that they're missing. They can't see that it is a blessing to be in this country and be able to have an unfavorable past that all of us do. All of us have things in our past that we are not proud of. All of us have things that, we have done and needed repentance for, deliverance from, that we've need, things that you do when you're younger, things that you do, even when you're older, you can look back and say, oh my God, that was really stupid. I'm glad and proud to live in a country where that my past doesn't have to dictate my future. I think that is a blessing, but he is so stuck and wants to be so woke and wants to be so throwing the fist up and all of that he can't see that it is a blessing to live in a country where you don't have to that you can move from your past. That's wild to me. Like, why are these celebrities and why are there so many people who think that America, because America has a unfavorable past, that we can't move beyond that too as a country? What is America supposed to do? Always stay where it was? Would you rather America just be that it never moved past that? Maybe that's what they want. Actually, I mean, that's really because now they want you to judge people by their skin color. They want you to judge people by their gender. Everything is, oh, she's a black woman, or she's a woman, or she, they want the label to mean something to determine who you are, when it doesn't. Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean, like that whole thing, believe all women. Just because you're a woman doesn't mean that you should be believed. It doesn't. Just because you are black doesn't mean you are oppressed. Just because or a victim. Just because you are, whatever the label is, that means that you are a good or bad person. It doesn't mean anything. I need to get to know you to see what's really in there. But these people, they do that. They want to attach themselves. Really, he does not even understand the country that he lives in. That's really the point. He doesn't understand that these sets of documents, that the founders knew that they were fallible, that they knew that they had problems. That's why we have amendments. That's why, I mean, it is written into the document that we are pressing for a more perfect union, because it explicitly, that implies that it ain't perfect. That implies that there's work to do. It literally implies that. But he want a redo. We need a redo. He doesn't even know what the freak he's talking about. And he doesn't understand the blessing and the privilege that it is to be an American, where you can go from a pimp. You can go from being a freaking pimp, disrespectful to women. First of all, he was in the military. Second of all, he didn't grow up in all of this. From what I've read, his lifestyle wasn't even really all that troublesome. But he played upon that because it was something that was selling. He was introduced to being a pimp, I think, after he got out of the military. But the fact that you can do all those things and then still have a very successful career in America. Okay, well, you go do that in Africa then, since you want to be redoing stuff. Where they had slaves up until the freaking 80s, where there's still places in Africa that have slaves today. So this whole notion of people like me who are stupid to say, you know what, you ought to be grateful to be in a country that, yes, allows or has built into the system redemption, that you can go back and have a second chance and do something better. That is a good thing. Do you know how many people, every single person has an ability to redeem themselves, because we all fall short of the glory of God. We're not perfect people. And we may look at different sins and say, okay, this one is worse than that one, which is true. All sin can get you into hell, but there are different levels of sin. There are, if you are going to be, treated, if God would judge somebody who stole bread because they were hungry the same way they would judge somebody who sexually violated a child, if God would judge them in the same way and on the same level, that would not be a just God. And God does not do that. He makes it very clear in the Bible. There's levels to sin. There is. All sin can get you in hell, but there are still levels to sin. Jesus said it himself. You are missing the weightier matters of the law. Weightier matter. There are weights to sin. Okay. And so, this idea that somehow that we are looking for perfection in America, since America isn't perfect, nor will it ever be, and it never has been. And it is run by people. People are imperfect. Like, what are you expecting? You yourself were a freaking dope selling pimp. You're not perfect, but you can acknowledge America's progress. It's built into the documents. Anyway, I just wanted to come in and talk about this because I see this a lot. You see this a lot, that people expect that America had to be perfect. It is so ridiculous. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you later.